What is going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle here on the channel. This time we are going up against Nate with a new team that my buddy Eric passed me. Eric, aka Ashton Nakai. You guys probably know him. I do apologize if you guys can hear my dogs in the background. They're being extremely annoying because the house is getting worked on, but I really wanted to get this battle recorded for you guys. I'm going to try to make it so you can't hear them. However, let's go over the team that I'm bringing. I'm bringing a physically defensive Hidden Power Fire Necrozma with Morning Sun, Stealth Rock, Psychic, and Hidden Power Fire, an AV very bulky Magnezone, so it can trap things like Skarmories, Celesteelas, Xurkitries can't beat it with Hidden Power Ground. It can trap other Magnezones that want to lock itself into Thunderbolt against the Mega Gyarados, which I also do in fact have on the team. Mega Gyarados, Dragon Dance, 3 attacks, Waterfall, Crunch, and Earthquake. I have a Rapid Spinning Komala with Wish, Protect, and U-Turn as the other 3 moves. I have a Choice Scarf Chandelure with Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Psychic. And then Adamant Choice Banded Tapu Bulu, one of the most hard-hitting Pokemon in the entire game right now. It's absolutely disgusting. And as I said before, I am going up against my good buddy Nate. He is bringing a very unique team. Looks like he's bringing a Sticky Webs offense with maybe a Komala as his Bulkymon. He's also bringing a Marowak, which I am looking at his team and I'm thinking it's offensive, not like a Spadef variant to take on things like Tapu Koko, because he does in fact have the Komala as his like Spadef wall. He also has a Minior, which is extremely scary for my team. If it sets up one Shell Smash, it can actually 6-0 me with the likes of Acrobatics, Earthquake, and Rock Slide together. Completely 6-0 me. Very terrifying. Xurkitree, which is not a big threat for this team because I can just go into Magnezone every single time and beat it. I also have Scarf Chandelure in case it is not Scarf, if it's like Tail Glow or something. Then he has a Primarina, which I'm assuming is going to be like a bulky offensive variant, and then he also has a Leavanny, which I assume is going to be Sash Lead Webs. But now that I've gone over the teams, why don't we just go ahead and hop right into the battle. Okay, so as you can see, we are going to be playing Nate. As I said before, he's going to lead off with his Marowak, I assume to just try to get off a really big hit on something. I'm going to lead off with my Necrozma, hoping to get up rocks extremely early on in the game. If I can get up rocks early on, that means it's going to be a lot easier to wear this thing down. He's going to go for the Shadow Bone, and this damage right here shows me that he's Adamant Thick Club. He's a very offensive Marowak. Luckily, I did get my Stealth Rocks up very early on in the game. So now, I'm kind of expecting him to go for another Shadow Bone. It would be kind of a misplay because it actually is weaker than Flare Blitz against Necrozma, but I'm expecting him to go for another one, and I'm going to go into my own Komala, expecting the Shadow Bone. I can go for a U-turn, force him out, or force him to go for Flare Blitz, and go into my Chandelure after this. He does in fact go for the Shadow Bone, and right here I'm going to be able to go for the Protect to scout what he's going to be doing. The awesome thing about this is this shows me if he's going to go for the Flare Blitz and give me a free switch into my Chandelure and threaten this thing out. So as you're going to see right here, I'm not going to risk going for the U-turn. I'm going to hard switch into my Chandelure, hoping that he will be going for another Flare Blitz, which he in fact does go for the Flare Blitz. I get the Flash Fire boost. Not that it really matters against this, but it matters for other things on his team. Now, he is going to be withdrawing his Marowak, and he's going to go into his Minior as I just decided to fire off a Fire Blast, expecting the Komala to come in. Not this thing, but the Komala, and because I am Choice Scarf, I'm forced to be going for Fire Blast instead of like Shadow Ball later on and changing my moves. So I fire off one Fire Blast. This is a Flash Fire boosted, and it does a whole hell of a lot of damage. He's going to get the Citrus Berry back up, and he is actually going to get above 50%, which is very key because this means he does not get his shields down activated. I'm going to go for another Fire Blast, and it's not going to take him out. I thought it might, but it didn't. He's going to go for the Stone Edge, and because he didn't have the shields down activated, he does not knock out my Chandelure. Now he does have his shields down, and I can actually knock him out because I am Choice Scarf. I'm going to go for the third Fire Blast. I'm going to hit it right in a row, and that is going to be the end of that Minior, not sweeping my entire team. Thank Jesus. So now he's going to go into his Primarina, I think knowing that I'm Choice Scarfed, knowing that I can only touch this thing with a Fire Blast, and he is going to be able to threaten me out right away. He is going to, I believe, go for the Scald right here as I go into my Necrozma. I'm pretty sure he goes for the Scald. Yep, he went for the Scald. and as you're going to see, this actually does not do a whole lot of damage to me, and because Necrozma is actually decently fast, compared to the rest of the mons in the generation, it actually is going to be able to outspeed this Primarina and get off a very, very crucial Morning Sun. I think I have Morning Sun, not Moonlight. I think I have Morning Sun and not Moonlight. I just know I have a recovery move on this thing. And he's going to go into his Komala, take some more rocks damage, which is always nice. And I'm going to heal up right here with, obviously, I don't know why it activates Comatose. Yeah, Morning Sun. So I have Morning Sun and not Moonlight, which is really cool. So, right here, I'm going to get back up to about 60% or so, maybe 65%, about 70 after leftovers. And now this thing is in for free. He can either Rapid Spin, or he can U-turn, or he can Wish Protect. I do not think he has Earthquake. That's just something that I have a feeling in my gut. So, right here, I'm actually going to pull a switch into my Tapu Bulu. If he goes for Rapid Spin, Wish, or Protect, I get off a massive hit on something. Something is going to just be ripped. So, I figured it was the best play I had. He goes for the Shadow Claw, so I'm guessing this means that this thing is actually a little bit more offensive than a Spadef Wall, so that's pretty interesting. So, now that I have this thing in, all I have to do is I have to click Horn Leech. I'm going to gain all of the health back, I'm going to pick up a kill, I'm going to be doing a lot of damage to his pretty much entire team. However, I click Stone Edge expecting the Marowak to come in right there. He's going to go for the Rapid Spin and get rid of my Stealth Rocks, which kind of sort of sucks, but what can you do? So now that I know he cannot go into his Marowak, I'm going to go for another Stone Edge to try to take out this Komala. If I'm able to get at my Stealth Rocks later on with my Necrozma, I'm definitely going to do it, like there's no question about it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out the Komala with the Stone Edge. Now that he has his Rapid Spinner taken away, there is no possible way that I have to worry about him getting rid of my rocks or having to get rocks above my side of the field. I don't think he had a rocker to begin with this side. No, he had a Minior, which can set up rocks. So now that this thing is back in, I know I can't kill it with a Stone Edge. I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go back into my Komala. Very, very easy switching this thing. He can't Scald Burn me. He can't like 3-hit KO me unless he's Specs with Hydro Pump. Then I think it's a 2-hit KO. And as you're going to see, that does literally 0. Komala is actually really, really clutch. I love this thing so much. And right here, I'm actually going to be able to gain some very pivotal damage on this thing by going for Wish and then U-turn. I believe that's the sequence of events that happens right here. After all of the grassy terrain and leftovers recovery, of course. So as you're going to see, I am going to go... He is going to withdraw his Primarina, and he's going to go into his Marowak because it can threaten me out right away. Very, very easily. And I'm going to set up the Wish. Now, here's the thing. He has to go for a Flare Blitz right here to kill me. He has no other choice but to go for a Flare Blitz and kill me. Why is this important? Because it really puts a lot of pressure on the next switch in that I have to make on this thing. I could Protect, gain up that little bit of health, but it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm actually going to go into my Gyarados. I know for a fact that he cannot kill me with a Flare Blitz because I have the Intimidate. Whatever damage he does do to me, I'm going to get back from the Wish, but he actually is going to pull a Substitute. And instantly I start to think, holy crap, this is a Sub-Swords Dance Alolan Marowak. I am actually screwed. But instead, I'm going to Mega Up, and I'm going to click Dragon Dance. Reason being, he's at -1, so a Swords Dance will put him at +1, and I can still tank a hit pretty decently. And if I'm at a Dragon Dance, I can outspeed everything on his team aside from a Scarfed Xurkitree. And maybe that Leavanny, if it still has its Focus Sash intact, which as of now, it does because I don't have rocks up on the field. So he's going to go for the Flare Blitz, and as you're going to see, it's going to do close to 0. It still does a decent chunk, but it's not a whole lot. And right here, I am going to just go for the Waterfall, and I'm going to take out this Substitute. I love Waterfall's animation this generation. I absolutely love it. Now that his Substitute is out of the way, he doesn't really have a whole lot that he can do to me. He does miss a Boomerang, which, yes, it kind of sort of sucks, but in the end of the day, I don't know how much it mattered. Here, I'm going to set up a second Dragon Dance, assuming that his Xurkitree is truly Scarfed. This is the beginning of a very bad sequence of plays on my part. He's going to go for the Boomerang, and if he had hit the first Boomerang, I would have Dragon Danced up right there, because as you can see, it would have killed me. But I would have just attacked this thing and killed it. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to crunch and kill this Marowak. The reason why that Dragon Dance was a bad play is because the second that he hit me with that Boomerang, I'm now in revenge kill range from Leavanny. Whether it's a Leaf Blade, a Bug Bite, a Bug Buzz, a Fell Stinger, there's a number of things that can actually beat me now. I'm going to go for the crunch. I should have gone for waterfall, hoping for the flinch. That was the better play right there. So that's a bad play number 2 on my end. And he's going to go for the Fell Stinger, and he's actually going to take out my Mega Gyarados with a Fell Stinger. That is an amazing thumbnail bait, right? I'm so excited to use that for the thumbnail. Anyway, now that he is down to a Sash, I know that my Scarf Chandelure can actually come in and beat it. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, I believe, and kill this thing. And what this does is this means that I actually am about to make a very, very, very bad misplay. So he's going to go into his Primarina. I'm going to stay in here and get off the damage on this thing, thinking that my Magnezone can win me the game because he'll be Scarfed Xurkitree. This was a very, very, very bad play because if he is not Scarfed Xurkitree, if he's Tail Glow, I just lost the game. And that is terrifying. So he's actually going to take me out with the Shadow Ball. I did get off some nice damage on it, but I just sacked my win condition in case he is not Scarfed Xurkitree. Very, very bad play on my part. So now I'm going to go into my Magnezone. I know I can easily kill this thing, like without a shadow of a doubt. It's very easy to kill this thing with a Thunderbolt. I'm max special attack modest. It's very easy. He's going to go for the Protect. I would assume to get some more leftovers recovery. Hope that he could maybe live it. Spoiler alert, he can't. So now all I have to do is pretty much wait for him to go for his next move, and I'm going to kill him with the Thunderbolt. Very, very easy pickup right here. So now it just comes down to whether or not he is Scarfed Xurkitree or not. If he's Scarfed Xurkitree, I think I win. If he is not Scarfed Xurkitree, I pretty much lose the entire game. Simple as that. Like if he's Tail Glow, I lose the game. So as you're going to see, he is going to reveal the Z move the Z move Hypnosis. This means he is not Scarfed, and I just lost the game. Unless I can wake up first turn. That is the only way that I have a chance of winning this game right now. He is going to put me to sleep. I'm going to stay asleep. I get my mandatory 1 turn of sleep. And now I have no other choice but to let him Tail Glow in my face and hope that I wake up. It's the only chance that I have. So as you're going to see, I do wake up first turn and I get off this hidden power. The problem is, he still has Hypnosis, and he can still put me back to sleep and win the game. I got a useless crit right there. It didn't matter in the end because he does miss the Hypnosis, and I go for the second hidden power. And I end up finishing off this game with a very solid 3-0 or 4-0 victory. I think it may have been 4-0. This game was actually much, much closer than the differential seems. My very, very bad play in sacking off my Chandelure literally almost costed me the game. The fact that I Dragon Danced up a second time with my Mega Gyarados almost costed me the game. The fact that I didn't click Waterfall and go for the flinch chance probably could have won me the game. Like, there's a lot of plays that I made in this battle that I think are very, very poor, but it still happened to work out for me somehow. But this game was extremely, extremely close, and I had an absolute blast. Hold on, what does Switch do? Holy crap! That is actually really cool. I'm going to leave it right there. That's really cool. But that is going to be the battle, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like down below. Also, make sure you go over to Nate's channel and check out his side of the battle. Very, very cool dude. I think he did a live comm. I didn't do a live comm just because we played at like 2 in the morning, and I didn't feel like recording because I was ugly and I didn't have a pretty face then, so that's pretty much the only explanation. But with all that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.